excited. I'm a big Bates Motel fan. And even though this is a Walker Stalker, I'll pick Bates Motel any day. So we're going to check these. This is Nestor and Max.
What direction do you think that they will take for each of you?
What do you think about Emma?
We like her.
Yeah, I love Sweetheart, isn't she? She's a sweetheart in real life. Olivia Cook is amazing. Yeah, you guys are great together. That scene you had was beautiful when you by the lake or by your cabin. Yeah, it was really great.
Yeah, I think you know, I suspect we'll get to explore that a little more in season 4. It seems like maybe Norman's getting over it now a little bit. We'll see. But yeah, I think Dilemma will continue on for a little bit.
You know, it's interesting because Norman would get in the way of your relationship as much as he would get in the way of my relationship with Norma as well. So he's sort of, yeah, he's in the mix in every relationship. So I don't know how close I want to get to Norma as much as I like her.
Okay, I've got a question. You are really doing a dangerous job to try to raise money for her lung transplant. How would you relate that to yourself in real life?
Ooh, first of all, yeah, it's definitely, Dylan is definitely, he first of all, he's messing around with Opie from Sons of Anarchy, which is a mistake, because that guy's a beast.
Not a small guy.
He's not small, and he's scary. Chick Hogan in Bates Motel. He's got a kind of a wild, crazy past, and he's a total wild card. So we really don't know, I think, still at this point, what to expect from him. How does it relate to me? I mean, I haven't personally done any big gun running.
But you got a heart of gold like Dylan, and you do anything for someone like Emma, someone you love like her. So
Totally.
Okay, just to let you know, we do have a microphone. We want to hear your questions, obviously, so if you want to start lining up with the microphone, we'll take questions for the audience. But I just want to ask, while we're doing that, I've been reading a lot about the next season, and the tabloids are saying that this is going to be one of the craziest, psycho-ist seasons to come. I know you can't talk about that because you're filming, but any insight at all? I mean, should I watch it?
you gotta watch. I think that there'll be a lot of payoff in the next two seasons for sure, but even this next season coming up, I think there's been a lot of setup. I mean, we've seen Norman's evolution or him devolve into what he's becoming now, and so that's going to rapidly increase. I think our relationships will be explored further with you with Emma, perhaps maybe Norma. We'll see where that goes. But beyond that, we actually don't know much. And they keep us in the dark, probably for good reason.
And I wonder how many seasons could this storyline last? Because I don't know, in Psycho, I don't remember how old Norman, I mean, obviously he was an adult, but I don't know when Norma had passed. And so I'm not sure from that standpoint where we are in telling the life story of the family.
Well, they've taken a lot of license. I mean, they've changed a number of things, but they always plan to only do 5 seasons. So we've done 3, now we have 2 more to go, and that's what the creators, because they didn't want to stretch the storyline like they did on Lost unnecessarily. They felt after a while that if they strung it too long, they'd lose the tension, the thriller element of it. So we're going to do 2 more seasons. That we know for sure. I'd love to hear what you guys have to think.
So this is not a question, I guess I'm just going to make a comment, and maybe you can elaborate. I like all the characters that are dark, complex. Everybody's dark, there's no protagonist. I mean, you guys, I thought both would be dead. I mean, both of y'all are criminals, but yet we root for you. I mean, I rooted for Dylan quicker than I rooted for you. So, this is, I can't ask you anything future-wise. but you can comment based on what I say. So I've been wanting to know who is the sheriff, and this is my prediction. I really think you're the mob boss. I think that you are the interconnections of everything that is shady that goes on, but no one acknowledges you because you're that secret. Okay, and I also think that you're not in love with Norman's mother. I think that you believe that you hold your enemies closer than you do your friends, and you know Norma Bates is someone to be reckoned with, and you know that she goes above and beyond, so keep her close. In the show, I want to think that you are in love with her, but I don't. I really don't.
Well, listen, I agree with everything you said, except the fact that I'm not in love with Norma Bates. I think there's no denying that Romero's fallen hard.
Is Norma in love with you?
She better be. I mean, come on. Well, time will tell. We'll see what happens. I mean, we're now at an impasse. Last time I was with her, she was smacking me, you know, and trying to and punching my face. But you know, hopefully things will change. But no, I think she is. We just have trust issues, and we're both very similar. You know, you raise a good point. We're both combative, and we're both control freaks. You know, we want control. And you're right. I do keep her close. I agree with that, absolutely. Because I do fear Norman, and I want to, and she is unpredictable, no doubt.
And then Dylan, you're my favorite character, so that's why I'm not asking you anything. Because I'm a high school teacher, and my favorites, I pay no attention to.
Thank you. I'm sitting here, and I'm thinking now after like those questions, and Nestor talking about Norma and stuff that maybe will take place in season 4, and I'm sitting here, and I'm like, maybe next year we could get all them here. And then we get sort of look back on season 4. And then the stage we might need to bring out like Jerry Springer for this thing. Because I'm picturing like Norma standing here and Norman over there and trying to separate everybody apart, maybe Norman and Romero.
One at a time. We're working on it. We're trying to get Vera, we're going to try and get Olivia.
Now bring in Norman Bates.
Baby Freddie.
Don't tease us. Question?
We'll try.
Hi, how do you
I asked
think
the first
Norman
question,
will
Bert forgot to
react
turn it over
Dylan
on me.
and Emma?
Was you texting and not paying no attention?
You know, I'm just hoping some other girl, because Norman obviously in the show is like the ladies' man, so I'm just hoping at this point that someone else moves in and distracts him from the fact that Dylan has totally moved in on Emma. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. You know, I think
Emma, the one that can't breathe.
I think Dylan and Norman have a pretty solid relationship as brothers and tend to understand each other.
I
But
like that.
obviously,
I like that. Yeah. I thought it was
obviously Norman is quite capable of losing
She
his school.
left. She's not on the show.
And,
She made it big
He's
time.
got a
man.
bad temper underneath there.
Not
so
big
we'll see.
time, but
We'll see
she
what
you
happens.
know, her looks are taking her into the
Hi guys.
recurring role.
First of all, I want to say Lost was the first show I ever binge watched, so thank you.
Thank you.
Max, I'm glad you didn't die in the first
Thank you.
My question's actually for you, and it's not about Bates Motel, it's about Texas Rising. Did you get the donkey taken in one shot?
So the way that the donkey riding went in Texas Rising was basically he was untrained, and it was my first time riding a miniature donkey. And the way that we'd get him to move from point A to point B was he had a girlfriend, and they'd put his girlfriend over there on the hall